Caution, the following does contain non-politically correct language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yes, hello. I just want to stress a few points to all you ignorant jackasses out there, because that's what you are. You're being fed misinformation, a bunch of propaganda lies from the liberal media. I wouldn't say liberal media, I would say far left radical media and the far left radical communist demon rats, or better yet, demon crap party, okay? Because that's what they are. The godless demons are in them. Their souls ain't there, because for anyone to attend that address, the presidential address that he gave the other night, and not clap over a 13-year-old boy who suffered from cancer and was supposed to die in 6 months at the age of 7, and he's standing up. 13, he could stand up, but the adults on the other side, the far left liberals, couldn't stand and clap for him. They're a damn shame. Then they couldn't clap or stand when knowing about these parents that were there who had their daughters brutally murdered, or brutally raped and murdered by illegals. They couldn't stand or clap for the mothers that when Trump was giving them awards, like giving them memorials. Like, in other words, he'll name a zoo after the daughter that got killed, or the one guy lost his father in Afghanistan, so he couldn't go to West Point. He was ready to go, and he was so sick and distraught. And because time passed by, he couldn't go to West Point. Trump got him into West Point, okay? Because of the Afghanistan botch-up that jerk Biden, or I should say jerk burden, he was a burden to America. So I'm going to call him not president, but resident. He was a resident. He had dementia and Alzheimer, and they knew he had it for 4 years. And the reason why they wanted him was because he had dementia, so they can easily manipulate him. Oh, you're going to be the president, the ruler of the world, dictatorship and everything, New World Order. Yeah, you do what I say. This is all Obama behind the scene. Obama was holding the strings, and jerk Biden was the puppet. And Kamala, they wanted her in because she was more stupid than jerk. She had no excuse. She didn't have no Alzheimer's. She was in her 50s and just a jackass, or a laughing hyena. Laughing hyena. She had no brains. They wanted people with no brains so they could easily manipulate them and tell them how to do the things that they were doing. And I'm not saying that Kamala or jerk Burden didn't want to do these things. He was promised so much. But I got to tell you, the Democrat Party is not the same Democrats that I was born and raised in. I was a Democrat at one time. This is not the JFK Democrat Party. They ain't even, Bill Clinton was even better than them. Bill Clinton wanted to close the borders. Bill Clinton did a lot of firing. And speaking of firing, jerk Burden, resident jerk Burden, fired the first day 11,000 Americans off the pipeline. How easy you forget. So I don't want to hear your bullshit about what Trump is firing. Trump is doing layoffs, or his department is doing layoffs, because they're finding billions, hundreds of billions dollars worth of fraud, that they're taking your tax dollars, not just mine, but your tax dollars out of your pocket, each and every liberal, and everybody else in America, and lining their pockets with it. Everyone in Congress and all those senators in the Democrat Party. All right, you idiot? All they did was using you, fake news and them, to get the votes. That's all. They lied, propaganda, and brainwash you. But you know what? If you can listen and believe all these lies that the left radical news media, fake news is telling you, and you could believe what the Democrats are saying now and all the other shit, you ain't got much of a brain then. How could you have any of a brain if you don't even know your damn gender? All right? So you're confused to begin with. So that means you're easily led, just like Jerk Burden and Kamala was. You got it? And they do stupid TikTok. They waste money doing TikTok and all this other shit, all of them doing a video instead of being out there trying to do the right thing for their constituents. All right? So I just want to cover that. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. You're getting misinformed, and you're told a lot of propaganda lies.
Communists.
All right? Communists are in the Democrat Party. They sold out America, and they're using you the same way they used friggin' COVID and the coronavirus to get you to take the shot and try to destroy this country with that and the economy. Speaking of the economy, don't blame the egg prices on Trump. It's not Trump. Those egg prices went doubled and tripled under Biden. Trump's only in office a month. He inherited all the damage that Joe Biden did, okay? Resident, not president, but resident Joe Biden. Why I say resident is because he belonged in a nursing home. He couldn't even walk. He didn't know which way to go. He didn't do this or that. I can tell you something, I'm the same age as him. And I could talk and walk and everything else, but he couldn't because he had dementia for 4 years. All right? And he botched up the Afghanistan. You want to talk about murder? He murdered 13 soldiers, American soldiers. He murdered all the people Americans that were left behind, hundreds of Americans left behind. He knew what he was doing. He did it ass backwards on purpose so they would get killed and died. He did everything on purpose. And while he was at the funeral pretending he cared, he's looking at his watch. Go look at the videos. He's looking at his watch, couldn't wait to leave the memorial. Could you imagine the 13 men that died under his watch? Wars were created by the Biden administration. They love wars. They're the ones that are killing people. They killed hundreds of thousands of Ukrainians and Russians, young men, and leaving their mothers in sorrow. Their parents are in sorrow, knowing that their kids have died for no reason. No reason. Jerk Burden is the one that basically promoted the war. He was making reference like it's okay for Russia to go in a little bit into Ukraine. We'll overlook it. He was edging on Russia. It's okay, and that he was weak and wasn't going to do nothing. And after Afghanistan botched up, sure, Russia figured, well, we do got a stupid man in that White House there. Let's take over. Okay, so this is all under Jerk Burden, under his watch. And don't you forget it. Everybody in Ukraine and everybody in Russia are killed because of the Democrat Party. All right? Which I call demon rat. Or better yet, demon crap. Because that's what they are. Full of crap, and they are crap. That you want to worry about killing and Trump, you're hearing lying stories about shutting down a satellite. And people are dying because of it. No, if a satellite's shut down, it ain't Trump doing it, believe me. All right? He would never. He cares about innocent babies not being aborted. He don't want abortion. He's going to kill other people? No, that's on the friggin' the Democrats might be doing it. All right? And making it look like just like Russia, Ukraine phone call, and all this other shit and lies for 4 years, and then making him all fake accusations and making him go to court for nothing and stuff when they all lies. Everything was lies. That's why he won. He won because the truth came out, and they can't stand the truth. They couldn't stand the truth Tuesday night. He was saying the truth. Children are you're worried about people dying. He wanted to end the war. End the war. He likes peace. He's a peaceful man. And he doesn't like anybody dead. That's why he wants to end the war. And he's stressed it so many times. Oh, you won't see this on fake news. No, you won't see any of this on fake news. All right? Because they're propaganda lies. Okay? They get paid under the table by George Soros and Bill Gates and all of the New World Order elites to lie. And they like that money, and they know they got you, and they're using you. They know you're a stool pigeon. You know what a stool pigeon is? A jackass, a moron, an idiot that can't think for himself and believes every friggin' word that they're saying. And they're using you to get your votes, using you to hate Trump, using you to hate America, when they're the ones that the only reason they hate him is because they hate you. You're an American. They hate Americans. And you're an American, so they must hate you too. That's why I know they're using you. Okay, that's why I left the Democrat Party. And I stopped watching CNN and NBN. So I used to watch them all the time. And I believed everything too. I was a jerk like you, but I woke up. I woke up years ago, before Trump. I woke up with Ronald Reagan. Okay? That's when I woke up, and I was independent. I voted for Clinton. I voted for Reagan. I went in and out, whoever I thought was the best man. I had no party. All right? I was independent because I can think and use my brain as an independent, but you're not independent because you rely on fake news. You're an idiot. You depend on fake news to brainwash you. All right? So getting back to all these murders, they so far under Jerk Burden, resident Jerk Burden, hundreds of thousands of Ukrainians lost their homes, are dead because of war. Trump is against war. Jerk Burden promoted war. So don't talk about friggin' people dying under Trump, you phony two-face, when it suits you. Because you're full of shit like Jerk Burden and the friggin' news then. Then you're in the same class as them. A lying piece of shit. Okay? Either that or you're just a moron that's brainwashed. Which one is it? You picked it. You chose your pick. And what about all the people that were dead from Hamas killing innocent teenagers at a concert? At a concert, bombing them and killing them and raping them and chopping them up and everything else. You know, you're a piece of shit if you say that's okay. Because each and every one of us was made by God. And God wants peace. All right? Just like Trump wants peace. Because Trump is favored by God. And so is that's why he won. And so is the Republican Party. Okay? Because they're giving America another chance to stop the evil that's going on. And that it all started with the damn Democrat Party. Okay? They've been like this for years. They put the blacks on. They want the black people on plantations. You didn't see, I guess, when Joe Burden, Jerk Burden, excuse me, is the proper name. When he said to that black singer, rap guy, they won't show this on fake news. You ain't black if you don't vote for me. If you don't vote for Democrat, you ain't black. You know why he said that? Because they want the blacks on the... They don't do nothing for Chicago. They let them kill each other. They do nothing for them. They did everything for the illegals. They took millions and hundreds of millions and billions of dollars throughout America and all the blue states and gave it to support illegals. Gave them the finest hotel rooms in New York City and other states. Gave them better clothes than you and me and anybody else. Probably better clothes than even Trump wears. All right? Better clothes... Better food, better everything out of our tax dollars, which means it's out of your tax dollar too. So this is what drives up inflation, how they wasted our money, and the waste is trillions, almost $1 trillion, dollars, more than $1 trillion in waste and fraud. Dead people that ain't even alive, 300 years old, still getting Social Security. Who's pocketing that? Huh? Who's pocketing? Who do you think is pocketing? Trump is bringing out all the truth, and that's why they hate him now, because they're afraid of getting caught. That's why they're protesting. It's because they're guilty. They know they've been stealing your tax dollars and putting it in their pockets. And they got $4 million homes, more than one home, loads of cars, and they have security guards and everything else, but they want open borders while they have security all around their homes. Okay, you can't see the whole picture, you're an idiot. All right, and you're not going to hear this from fake news. I'm trying to smarten you up. Do you know that a lot of liberals did smarten up? The liberals turned over and voted for Trump. That's why he won the election. If you was to look at the map, it turned all red except for a few states. Almost about 45 states turned red. There's only a few states left that wasn't completely red. That might have been purple or all blue. And they lost because a lot of the Democrats, liberals, I got nothing against liberals except the retarded ones, all right? But it's the left-wing, hard, radical lefts. That's what's in this party now, the communists. All right, they're communists. They're not a Democrat party, you idiot. Especially you old folks. You don't even know the difference with them and JFK? Then you're an idiot. What they're doing, I guess you don't know because you're being lied to. I keep forgetting by fake news. They're not telling you all this. And you refuse to believe it because you're an idiot. All right? So they killed so many people. And what about the 300,000 children missing from the open borders? 300,000 little children are missing. And don't you understand that? And they found half of them are dead, murdered, torn apart, using sex trafficking, and also women were used for sex trafficking, teenagers, boys and girls. And as far as transgender, do you think they care about you? That's a lie. They don't give two shits about transgender. They make believe they care. And they promoted it all 4 years. And the reason is because they're evil. They feel it's really demonic and they know better than to everybody having pedophile men dressed as women, storybooking little children, with their balls out. All right? Okay? With their balls showing in front of the little kids. All right? It was disgusting. Disgusting what they were doing to little kids. Pedophiles in that White House between 2020 and 2024. And that whole administration. They were friggin' pedophiles. And they don't give two shits about transgenders. They made believe. The only reason why they're promoting it is because they're into the New World Order depopulation agenda. The less people in this world, the easier for them to control. Them and their other elite governments. Do you know who Klaus Schwab is? From the Economic Forum and Bill Gates? They're all against multiplying. They want to depopulate, you idiot. So what better thing is to promote transgenders and make them, you're mistreated, you're this and that, you can have the operation. Yeah, they want to sterilize you, you idiot. They want to sterilize your kids. They want you to do it young when you don't know better. At 8 years old and 7 years old. That is abuse. That's abuse. That's why Trump wants to stop it, because he feels he loves kids. And he feels they're making a mistake, they'll grow out of it, and maybe they'll change their mind. And then when they find out it's too late, that they can't produce, and they don't want to be a woman anymore, they realize it was stupid, they want to be a man again, they can't be. And if they did go back to them, there was so many they show on real news, like Fox, OAN, and Newsmax. They had so many people that was sorry, they get depressed, they want to kill themselves. There's more depression, anxiety, and killing themselves from kids that are under 18 years old doing these operations. And then when they hit 18 and 19, they want to kill themselves because they're sorry they did that, taking away their body parts. So Trump is trying to save them because he knows they're going through, some of them, it's a normal thing to go through a phase, even as a teenager. And then you snap out of it when you start getting more like an adult in your mind. And you're not an adult in your mind until you're about 25, you assholes. So he's not a bad man. He's trying to save the transgenders. He's trying to save you from being mutilated because you might regret it. And he's trying to save you from having that regret. But you don't get this. You get friggin' people twisting your mind out there, that, and not only on big fake media on TV, but also on things like this, on live shows or live videos like this. They're trying to switch your mind and make you believe fake news. Okay? So don't tell me about people dying. Yeah, people are dying. What about abortion? You're killing the innocent babies. You're so worried about it. But yet the Democrat Party, crap, Party is for abortion. Baby didn't even get a chance to breathe, and they want to murder it. But yet they won't murder a dog. They don't want to kill and euthanize a dog, but they want to do that to your baby. Can't you see? It's all part of depopulation. Stop being an asshole. Because you are an asshole if you can't see this. That's why they say transgender this and transgender that. It's because they want to depopulate this world, and this especially start off with this country, because it is the strongest country, and they want to make it weak and take it down, and that's what they were doing for the last 4 years. That's why the prices of gas was up. He fired 11,000 the first day he was in office. Didn't you hear this? Or fake news might not tell you. And he kept firing a lot of people. Joe Burden, Jerk Burden, all right? When Trump is firing, is the people committing fraud. That's what he's for. They're not working for you and me. Trump says you're the boss, I'm the boss. That he's going to do to help us. The ones that voted for him, wanted it cleaned up. They want the swamp cleaned up. They want clear water, no more swamp with lies, deceit, and friggin' robbing our tax dollars, about $1 trillion to $2 trillion. They're finding hundreds of billions of dead people that ain't going to work, empty offices and everything. And Elon Musk is there not even taking a paycheck. He ain't in it for any gain. He's trying to help America. And by helping America, he's helping you. Not just me, he's helping you too out there. You're an idiot if you can't see this. I pray to God every day for people like you that convert and wake up like a lot of other liberals have. I prayed for them and they woke up. Why can't you? Are you that stupid? There's only about 20% of you that are out there and being assholes and being made a fool of. They're laughing. They're laughing at you. They're laughing. Oh, we got an audience still yet. You know, fake news is dying. That's why they got rid of Joy Reid and everything. They don't have the people watching them anymore, because a lot of people that left the damn demon rat party went over to the Republican Party because they found out after listening to Trump and watching all his, and going to, some of them even went to his rallies. He's funny, he's heartwarming, he loves people. He even told people like you that he wants to help you by helping America. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, you know that? Really should. Let me tell you something. All those babies that were aborted and all those people they wanted to be transgender is for two reasons. It's all part of, like I was saying, the depopulation, because they knew two men cannot make babies. Two women cannot make babies. So what's the best thing to do? Oh, become a transgender and talk you into it and change your friggin' organs and everything else. And they were promoting it all over. All right? And the other ones that you saw, wicked, naked on a bicycle in the street doing a parade. This is degrading, no morals. What happened to morals? This is disgusting, this party. They couldn't stand up and have some kind of respect. Even I watched Joe Biden, Jerk Burden, Resident Jerk Burden. Even I watched him, and I prayed that he would do the right thing. On his, the day he was inaugurated, he lied and said he would. He made all empty promises. Oh, we're going to put this country. We were already united. What they did was try to tear us apart. And that's why you're against Trump. That's what they wanted. They succeeded, and they're laughing how they got you. They got you, you stupid idiot. Oh, you're so stupid, it ain't funny. And let me tell you something. If Trump was a Hitler, that's a new bullshit. If he was a Hitler, all the people calling him Hitler and making up all these lies that he's doing this and he did that and he's a satellite and everything, he would have his lined up against a wall and shot in the head like the Hitler did. Okay? You'd be in concentration camp. Okay? So he ain't no Hitler, you asshole. I met a black woman, and I only met her going to a supermarket, and in 5 minutes we were hugging. And her parents are morons like you. Her family is a moron like you, but she said she ain't a moron. She didn't fall for the COVID bullshit. She didn't take the shot. And I shook hands and said, oh, wow, you're pure blood like me. And she was black, all right? And I loved her, and she loved me after we talked for about 15, 20 minutes, okay? And they want to say that we're racist? They're full of shit. And a lot of blacks know that they're full of shit. It's only the damn demon crap party that wants you to believe that. Everywhere I go, I don't care what color skin you are, they all love me. All right? And I love them back, and we hug, and by the time we're done talking, we're hugging. Okay? And we're thanking God for each other, and and they're thanking me. They're thanking me, listening to me. All right? And that's what that black woman said. And she was so, she couldn't believe it. It wound up that her mother, who passed away, and she was grieving, when she met me, had the same name as me. When I told her my name, she went around the shopping cart to give me a hug. She said, I knew you were special. I knew it. And she didn't fall for any shit. She was a Democrat. She left that party a long time ago. All right? The first time Trump, she said she was poor as shit, living in a slinky hotel. She said, her and her husband and stuff. She said, when Trump got in office, after 2 years, she owned a house. So she knew that she was a Republican now and not going back to that party. All right? That's living proof right there. And I had someone that filmed the whole thing afterwards. Well, I didn't have them. They were filming it because they couldn't believe the miracle. All right? And I don't even know if he put it on BitChute or whatever. So now we have to clear that about Hitler. If he was a Hitler, all those people, the way they talked on that liberal left media, no good communist friggin' piece of shit on television, MBNC and MNBC and CNN and all of them, they would have been shot and their friggin' television news would have been brought down if he was a Hitler. Can't you see that, you moron? Because that's what Hitler did. And everybody else, he put them in friggin' trains and took them to a camp and had them all shot up against the wall and in gas chambers. And that's what would happen to them if he was a Hitler. You damn idiot. I have to call you names because you bother my guts because you're an idiot. You have no friggin' brains to think. And you listen to friggin' liars that are on videos on top of it because they're idiots and they believe the fake news. Or they're paid. Oh, a lot of them get paid under the table to try to brainwash as many idiots as they could. Sheeple, you probably took the shot too. You probably fell for that shit. So I wanted to cover that, the 300,000 kids that, because of Biden's open borders, missing, murdered, and sold in trafficking, teenagers, boys and girls, and young kids as little as babies. Imagine sex with a baby. You know, once you have sex with a baby, the baby's dead. You think they gave a shit? All right? So let me tell you something. Don't you hand me that bullshit about what Trump's doing with satellites, which is probably bullshit, and about people dying, because he's all for peace and people living. That's why he's against abortion, you asshole. And that's why people like you ain't shot up against a wall like a Hitler did. All right? Because he loves people. All colors. Before he was president, every freaking body, Oprah Winfrey and all CNN always following him. When are you going to become president? All through his 20s and 30s because I love my life. Oh, I don't want to be a president. Only then when he got in his 30s. Well, the only way I'll be a president is this country is going down. We really do need somebody good in the office. Is if I'm pushed to the corner and I have to be a president. That's the only way I'll be a president, is to save the country. Okay? So he was under God all through his life. You know, just like the devil's using you, the devil's in the demon rat party are using you. They work for Satan. They go to the Satan damn satanic churches and rituals and everything, and they're pedophiles. A good 80% of them. All right? Even Fetterman, who's a Democrat, he can't believe his party. He says they're a disgrace what they did Tuesday. No respect. Wouldn't stand up for people whose children were murdered by illegals. He wouldn't stand up for that kid that wanted to be a cop. And Trump gave him a card, said he's now an FBI man. He's an agent. All right? To make the kid happy. And maybe he'll live another 20 years, who knows? And it will be that agent, all because of Trump. Because Trump has a loving, caring heart. He's a family man and a godly man. He's not godless like the damn Democrat Party. All right? Democrat. So, I just want to say the reason why they didn't stand up for the illegals that killed their daughters and sons and Afghanistan with the friggin' what Biden did, getting 13 soldiers killed. And one of them was a guy that was going to wanted to go to West Point. His father was killed, Afghanistan. All because of jerk burden. Open borders, 300,000 kids missing and dead and trafficked. All right? Why aren't you worried about those people? All right? So don't tell me you're worried about satellites because you're full of shit. You're two-faced and you're a damn propaganda lying piece of shit. Telling other people this. Okay? That's number one. Number two is the reason why I'll tell you the Democrats couldn't stand for that 13-year-old kid fighting cancer, brain cancer, black kid. And Trump made him a freaking agent. Made an agent come over and give him the card. And you should see how happy he was crying and so happy. And they're black. So where's his prejudice, you asshole? Okay? And some of them are Mexican that lost their kids. All right? So he ain't prejudiced against black or brown. In fact, before he was president, he saw a woman in the street that was black, selling shoelaces or something, homeless. She was in her 70s. His heart sank. He got his people to come and get her and gave her a penthouse up in the towers in New York City. This is years before he was president. This is the kind of good person he was then, and that's what he is like now as a president. You should go on YouTube and see his life of what a wonderful man he is. All right? People don't change because they become presidents. That's his way. So he cares about this country. He cares about Americans, and that's why he had to become president. He was forced. He could have a life being on a yacht, traveling all over the world and eating caviar. He gave that life up. He gave it up because he wanted to fix this country that made him, and he loves this country, and he loves the people in it, because that's the country, the people. Damn jerk off. So we didn't have a president in 2020 to 2024. He stole the election, first of all. They stolen it. All right? Then we had proof. And the judges, the radical judges, wouldn't let Trump show the proof. And then they tried to lock him up saying he's lying. He tried to change it. No, they're the ones that try to change it. Everything they accuse Trump and his supporters of are the same thing, exactly what they are doing. That's why they think of these things of saying this about Trump, because they know they're doing it and they know it ain't true about Trump. They're doing what they're accusing him of and his supporters. That whole damn friggin' January 6th was all bullshit. They were all entrapped and everything. They had FBI, corrupt FBI working for Biden, dressed as MAGA hats and stuff. Then they had the Capitol Police say, come on in to all of them. And they went in peacefully. And the Antifa was dressed like MAGA. They're the ones that started all the commotion. And the cops started commotion. And they it was all planned and plotted to make them look bad. That's why Trump pardoned them. But you know what Biden pardons? He pardoned killers, murderers in jail. He pardons all the corrupted people. They're begging for pardons. You know why? Because they knew they were guilty of treason to this country. What they were doing to Trump and what they were doing for the past 4 years to this country. With the open borders. That's treasonous. Letting friggin' criminals in. Violent gangs from Venezuela. Worse than MS-13 coming in. Terrorists. Young single men from China, military age, coming in by the hundreds into this country. Terrorists coming in from the Middle East. Okay, we even have Hamas here. Thanks to Biden, you asshole. They may come to your neighborhood and bomb it. All right? You're worried about death. Worried about death here, asshole, because that's what Biden was doing. And that's what, and Fauci was working with him. He invested money into the friggin' vaccine. And he knew damn well that vaccine has killed over 1 million people in this, and I don't know if it's in the world or just in this country. I guess in the world, a couple of million people. All right, so you're worried about, you're a phony, that's what you are. And what about over 100,000 Americans, ages from 18 to 46, I think they were, died of fentanyl coming in from the open border, from the cartel. What about that? Worry about that. Not one little shitting thing. I want to tell you something. Trump is not a magician. He can't fix it all. The 4 years of damage that President Jerk Biden did, the burden to America, this country, did in 4 years. How can Trump fix it in 1 month, you asshole? So don't be bitching, oh, why didn't he fix this? The price of eggs going up. It's because the friggin' federal government, the deep state one, have people being paid off to lie about a bird flu, just like they lied about the coronavirus being a pandemic when it was a scam-demic, showing you people that were dying anyway and saying they had COVID. It was all pretense and lies, dramatized by the friggin' communist, left-wing, I meant to say communist media. And that's what the friggin' resident. Biden was a communist. Kamala was a communist. Obama is. They all hate America. And that's why they hate Trump. That's the only reason why they hate Trump. Is because he loves America and he wants to help us. And that when they hate America, it means they hate me, they hate you, they hate every liberal just as much as they hate every supporter. They only make believe they like you. But if once they get you what they want from you, you're gone. They don't give two shits. They're not taking you to their buffet to celebrate. You're going to go in the same pot of stew as the Republican supporters. That's where you are going to go, you idiot. You can't see that? You got to be a real idiot. You have no brains to think to your head. And that's all I wanted to say about that. So Trump ain't no magician, and I don't want to hear crying about eggs, the price of eggs. As I was saying, they have people lying about this bird flu, killing hundreds of millions of our chickens who lay eggs. That's why the price went up, and it started before Trump was even elected and won the election. Biden was doing this. Eggs have doubled last year before Christmas, before November. They were double in price, from 99 cents to $1.29 to $3, $4. So now they're higher because they're killing more chickens. It has nothing to do with Trump's economy. He's only in the office in the White House a friggin' month, you moron. The hell you think he is, a magician? A wizard? The Wizard of Oz? He can snap and go like that? He's working his balls off. 78 years old. He's working his ass. What he did in 1 month, not one president that I know of did in 20 years. The last 20, 30 years, what he did, and especially with Jerk Burden. Resident Jerk Burden that was in the White House. All he did shit for this country, but lie on the media news and lie when he was speaking. That's all he did was lie to you. That's the only thing. He was a friggin' lie. Take money from China. On his salary, how the hell's he own all those homes that are worth millions of dollars each? And the cars and stuff and all over the world. Friggin' idiots. All right? There was there were the mafia in the White House and heroin being used. What a disgrace they were. A disgrace. Okay? That's what they would worse than people who say trailer park. Trailer park shines compared to the Biden family. They were friggin' low class like you would not believe. Lower than low class. They were lower than a little. You know what they are? You know a flea? They were the flea's shit. That's how low they were. They were shit. Shit from a flea. That's how disgusting they were for this country. What they did in 4 years, the damage that they did, you think Trump could do it in 1 month? He did. What he did in 1 month was a hell of a lot more than Joe Biden, whatever the hell his name is, did in 4 years. I should say 8 years with even Obama. Okay? So I want to hear your bullshit. So get over the cost of eggs. Get over it. Because you didn't complain for 4 years with the prices skyrocketing. You didn't complain when they first doubled in price before Trump was even elected. Did you complain then? No. When they were $4 a dozen. All right, and everything else, produce, meat tripled. I used to buy a steak for $4.99. Now it's $18. Before Trump got into the White House, a pound, $18. Okay, for the same thing I was paying $4.99 before Biden took over. And it's not only me, you too, if you saw the cost. It was going up high under the meat, produce, cereal. Under Biden. Before Biden, I was paying like $2.99 a box of cereal. The same cereal is $8 a box. Bag of potato chips, $2.99, $2.79. You get it on sale for $5. A sale price. You asshole. So that was going on between 20 and 24. So don't hear me your bullshit about eggs. Okay? I don't want to hear that. When gas and baby diapers, and there was no formula out there under Joe Burden, Jerk Burden, no formula on the shelves. Automobiles doubled the price. Automobiles, potato chips, snacks, ice cream, eggs, everything was double and triple the price once he closed that pipeline in 2020. So I don't want to hear your bullshit about eggs. Okay? If you're going to complain to Joe Burden for the 4 years. Otherwise, keep your damn hole shut. Your damn mouth shut. Because you can't afford to talk. Because you know why you're talking? Because you're not thinking. You have no friggin' brains. You're easily led. You're a sheep following the other sheep by listening to fake news on TV, communist fake news, propaganda, Banana Republic. They're worse than the Banana Republic, their news. All right? And they're pissed off. All the Democrats in Congress are pissed off. You want to know why? Because Trump is finding out where all this money went. How they were robbing our tax... Excuse me. How they're robbing our tax dollars. That's what they've been doing. Robbing our tax dollars with fraud. Fraud in Medicaid. He ain't shutting down Medicaid. He's helping it by finding the fraud. All right? Fraud with all these organizations saying that they're feeding with USAID. They're feeding them guts. You know what that means in Italian? It means they're feeding their balls, their pocket, their ass, their cells. That's what they were feeding. Nothing to you. Ungats you got. You got nothing. Ungats to the yachts. That's what you got. All right? Because they were pocketing it. Millions of dollars of homes in several homes. On a friggin' $200,000 a year salary. How do you afford 3 homes at a $12 million? All right? So let me tell you something. Wise up like the rest of the liberals did. Wise up like the rest of the Democrats did. Trump got into office because of Democrats. The ones that saw after 4 years of going to hell with Jerk Burden, resident Jerk Burden, they all started listening to Trump, and they liked what they heard, and guess what? They're so happy with him because every promise made, promise kept. And you can't say that about any Democrat. All they know is wars, raise prices, and steal from us. They're stealing from Republicans, and they're stealing from Democrats. And they're stealing from liberals, and they're stealing from independents. All right? They stole from Americans, period. Trillions of dollars. They're finding billions out of shit. That's what Elon Musk is. He ain't getting paid for this. He just loves America. And he wants to save it because if he didn't do this, we would be worse than Venezuela. We're trying to get money back from all the money that he gave to Ukraine, $350 billion to Ukraine. Because they like their warmongers. You know, it's called the military, I forgot. Military something, department or corruption or whatever the hell it is. Machine, military machine. They make a lot of money with wars. And that's why the Democrats like it. They want money and power. That's all they care about. They don't give 2 shits about you. They don't give 2 shits about babies being born. They want to depopulate. They don't give 2 shits about transgenders. It was a big lie and a farce. All they care is depopulation. That was the best way to do it, is talk morons and civil-minded teenagers and kids into getting their body parts taken off, become a man, become a woman, become everything. You know what Trump said? Why don't you stay the way you are? Think about it. God made you perfect, he said. You're a perfect human being because God made you. And he made you that way. Why can't you be happy and satisfied with that? Go see a psychiatrist, because most people that don't, it ain't your mind is in the wrong body. It's your mind that's sick. All right? You're disturbed. Maybe something happened in your life. that you hated men, so you want to be a woman. Maybe you hate women so you want to be a man. All right? Or maybe you had a bunch of sisters in the house and you were the only boy, so you grew up that way. The girls are favored, girls are this, girls are that. That ain't what life is once you grow up. All right? So that means you're a simple-minded, a sad sack, and you're disturbed. Okay? Emotionally disturbed from your childhood somewhere for you to want to do this to yourself. God gave you a beautiful body, and that's what Trump said, and he made you. And everything you do against God, you're going to hell. You're going to hell. Do you know that? Because you're doing things against God. You're saying, God, I don't like you the way you made me. I don't want to do this. I don't like what you made me. That's what you're saying. So you're satisfying the devil. And let me tell you, if you satisfy the devil and you go to die and go to hell, let me tell you, it's no picnic down here. The devil's going to be so happy. He's making a fool out of you because the people on the Democrat Party work for the devil. So they're satanic, most of them. They're godless people. Anybody could kill a baby is godless. Okay? Anybody can open up a border and not give a shit about 300,000 children being slaughtered, murdered, and sold in trafficking. He's godless. They don't have a soul. They have no morals. Okay? Do you want to go there with them? Because when you die and go to hell, believe me, you'll burn and you'll feel every inch of your flesh burning and coming off. Every inch from your feet up, from your body down to your gut burn. And you'll scream and cry, oh my God, and everything. And then you die. And that's your relief. But you don't stay dead. You come back to life again. And you burn. You burn all over again. Every inch from your toes, the flesh is coming off. You burn and burn. And let me tell you something. It never ends. That's your eternity. So it's your choice where you want to go. We have two paths in life. Do you want to follow the righteous ones? And that's the Republican Party. That's Trump, a man under God. That's why he was saved in Butler from being shot. And he believes it, and I believe it, and many do believe it. He was saved from being assassinated for a reason. Because God gave us a second chance. And you're going to blow it, people like you. If you vote Democrat again, if you stay as a transgender, you're going to blow everything. And you're going to pay deeply. It may not be here, I don't know, on earth, or maybe you will. Even on earth, and then down below in hell. You'll pay double. There'll be no escape. So it's all up to you. Do you want to stay a moron, an idiot? Or do you want to use your brains and start using what God made you, brains? Use them. Instead of having hate, have love. That's what Trump wants, love in this country. He wants us to serve God, not the devil. He wants everybody to have the American dream. And they're not going to tell you this on fake news. He's saving us billions and billions of dollars. And if they could do it, they're going to write each and every one of us some kind of a check. If they have any left over from the savings, they're going to give us a gift of some of our tax money back, whoever paid into it. No president ever did that. He don't even take a freaking... Trump does not even take his salary of $500,000. What he does is he has it donated, and he did this in 2016, to the veterans and to the needy. This is the kind of wonderful man that's in that White House now. And you hate him? Shame on you. You're an idiot. And that's what makes me want to... I could say F. I could say... You're lucky I just called you moron, idiot, and sheeple. And once in a while, an asshole, which you are. If you keep going down this path, we have two choices. Choice to hell, where Biden wanted to take us, and fake news, or the choice to heaven, where and a great country first, to enjoy this country before we go there. Praise the Lord and praise God. Okay? You should be praising God for Trump. And the reason why those damn friggin' Democrats in that house hate him is because they're getting caught about all the money they're stealing, and they're worried. They're worried sick, so they're doing everything they can in the power to make people like you hate him. and hate everybody that's working and trying to make this country a better place to live and lower the prices. They're trying to figure out how to get the egg prices down. We think it's easy? He ain't a Wizard of Oz. Damn asshole, give him time. He did plenty. More than Biden ever did and Obama combined. He did in 1 month. Closing the borders. Do you know it was about 100,000 people a week coming in, something like that? It's down to about 800 in a month. 800 in a month from 500,000, 250,000 people coming in a month under Joe Jerk Biden. He ain't a jerk. He was a communist, really. I shouldn't call them a jerk. They were communists, and they're still communists in that party. And the reason why they couldn't stand up and applaud Trump for wanting to, how could you not applaud wanting to make America great, make things better? And that's what his speech was about. How could you not applaud a kid that stood up and wants to be a cop? I'll tell you why. Because they hate cops and want to defend them. That's why. And that freaking news, even the conservative knows don't realize it. They just think they're just hateful people, but they don't realize they're communists. They want to defund the police so there's no law and order and there's more murder and mayhem, which we were having in 4 years. And the people throwing people off the damn train tracks and hitting them with bats. This is what Trump talked about Tuesday night in the head. It's going to stop. He says, we're making America safe to live in. He's getting every criminal and either deporting them or putting them in jail. That's what we want them to be. And that's where a lot of the Democrats that turned and voted for Trump want. And he's making his promises. They want to, what they're doing now is what all the voters, 80% of the people that in this country voted for him want what Trump is and Elon Musk and all of them are doing now. They want this. That's what they vote, why they voted for him. You just don't know the truth. And the Democrats hate the truth. And Tuesday night, the truth was right in their face, the truth. And that's why they couldn't stand up. They couldn't applaud. And another reason why they couldn't stand up, I'm going to end this on one note, is because the Democrat, demon crap, or Democrat Communist Party don't stand for anything. That's why they couldn't stand up for Trump's speech, because they don't stand for anything except hate and hate you. Because they hate America, that means they hate you and all of us. That's the only thing they stand for. And they're trying to do anything in their power to persuade you to stay an idiot and be a fool and fall for the lies and the propaganda, whether it's from televised news or from friggin' videos like this. I'm trying to be honest. I'm trying to wake you up and shake you up and see the light. Because if you don't, you're going to see the dark, boy. You'll know darkness. You'll know it when you die. And nobody can escape that. And Trump, the Democrat couldn't stand for Trump because anything good they don't stand for. You got it? You got my message now? Stop being a sheeple. Stop being an asshole. Stop being a moron, idiot. I don't want to say the F-bomb because some of you are that too. But I don't want to say it. I'm trying to behave. That's all I got to say now. We covered why the prices are high. I talked to you about skyrocketed all under Biden. You didn't complain then, don't complain now. Give him time. He ain't a magician. He ain't a friggin' wizard, you asshole. All right? We had 4 years of jerk Biden as a resident in that White House. And they wanted Kamala because they wanted 4 more years to really finish us off. And that includes you. You're a jerk if you believe otherwise. And he ain't no Hitler, because he was Hitler, they'd be up against the wall shot in the head. Or in a gas chamber. Talk stupid, Hitler. That's an old bullshit thing they're trying to, it's getting old. They try to say same shit over and over and over again. Hitler my ass. He ain't no Hitler. He's the best person we ever had as a president in your lifetime and in my lifetime. And you are just too stubborn or too brainwashed to know it. And if you're that brainwashed and that simple-minded, I guess you're an asshole then. Because you better wake up. You know, especially the ones that are transgender. You don't even know your gender. You can't even make up your mind. There's two genders, a male and a female. That's what God gave us to populate. Okay? And the Democrat wants to depopulate. That's why they promoted transgender, and they don't give two shits about them. That's the only reason, to depopulate. So nobody can make babies. Well, I'm tuning off. I hope I turned you on to the truth, and you think about it. Just think about it and pray. Pray to God to help you. Get your head straight. Get your head screwed on. And forget about all these lies you're being told. And come on, like I said, two paths, two roads. Either your highway to hell or the highway to heaven. The highway to hell is the Democrat, the Demon Rat Party. The highway to heaven is follow Trump. Because he'll help you take you there. He wants a Christian nation, he said. He wants his people to serve God. He said this country was founded and under God. Okay? Not under the devil. And if you don't like anything I said, and you don't like this country, and you're too far gone, pack your shit and go to Canada or get the hell out. Okay? That's all I can say. Go find happiness somewhere else. Get out of America. If it's so bad. It ain't so bad. It was for 4 years, but it ain't anymore. We're going into the golden age with Trump. Golden age of America. Making dreams come true. It's all up to you.